This week we are coming out with three interesting webinars. The first webinar is the art of building wealth slowly and surely, where we discuss the how to build your wealth in a structured manner. The second webinar is navigating the 50% US tariff, where we discuss the immediate effort and the steps taken by Indian government to overcome this. And the third webinar is the financial freedom before 40. Is it a myth or possible? Where we discuss the financial plan to be made to get into financial freedom. To join the above webinar, click the link below in the description.
Is mutual fund investing actually very simple and easy? Well, the actual transaction process is very simple and easy. That is what the platforms have delivered. By a click, you can put money wherever you want. And if you know where exactly you must put that money, then it is simple and easy. But do people actually know exactly where they should put the money at different points in time, especially in the VUCA world that we live in? So, in the kind of volatility and uncertainty that we experience and face, it is important that an investor turns the volatility and uncertainty in his favor. The opportunity is there. So, if you simplify it into a click and play activity, which is definitely cheap to transact, the benefits are going to be restricted to the extent of transaction cost savings. It's a given. But that would be missing the woods for the trees. An intelligent person should see how to leverage an investment product to his advantage. Long before all this hype about platforms and direct and all these things came, this is what I thought about how mutual funds can leverage outcomes and deliver superior performance to an investor. Now, we have a very vast product capability in our mutual fund industry. Our product capability is on par with the world, and we are still getting better and better and better. So, we can do anything. For example, if I want to invest in Chinese tech companies, I can do it in one click. Our transaction industry, that's what I call the platforms. They are transaction engines. Our transaction engine will give you that, no problem. You can click and invest. We also have our own transaction engines. But who will tell you to invest in China? And who will tell you at the right time to invest in China? Similarly, who will tell you to invest in silver? Who will tell you to invest at the right time in silver? More importantly, who will tell you to sell at the right time? So, the know-how of what to buy, when to buy, and how much to buy is never going to be easily available to an investor. This is something that I read over the first 20 years of my investing career. Remember, my entire 20 years was as an investor, not as a professional. So, when I looked at it from the prism of an investor, I found that this is never going to be available so easily to the investors. Now, 16 years later, I am still seeing investors obsess over costs, about transaction benefits, and not understand the leverage which advice and product knowledge can deliver to them. They are underestimating this and overestimating the other thing. Well, the outcome would be that you would settle for less. You would probably make 3-4% less than what you would make if you respected that, even after all the costs. Now, this is a choice. If somebody says, I'm happy with 9-10%, then you can go into transaction engines like platforms and stick to them, no problem. But if you are a little smarter and you think that you should try harder and you deserve better, then you should explore relationships in the investment world which will give you that leverage. Because I don't think an investor can create that leverage so easily. And I test this from time to time. At the bottom of the cycle in gold and silver, when I was telling a group of very informed investors that you can buy gold and silver, they were going behind my back and mocking. The same guys at the top advocate gold and silver. Now, as an investor, what should you do? You should buy when they are mocking and you should sell when they are running behind it. Now, who is going to do this for you? Who is going to be looking out for those opportunities for you? This is essentially the role which I think is very important from an investor point of view. Forget about earning money as an advisor and all that. Those things never add up to investment success, I can tell you that. The money a person can make as an investor, he can never make as an advisor. And that's been my experience, it remains so. So, but for a retail investor, somebody has to tell that, or for a HNI, somebody has to tell that. But both the retail investor and the HNI underestimate the importance of choice, timing, scale and execution. Choices literally come out of nowhere and you need to buy them exactly at that time. They won't wait for you. You need perfect timing. You need to buy enough of them to make a difference to your portfolio. Like I bought silver for my clients to the extent of 5 and 10%. I told them buy between 5 and 10%. Those who listened made more than 100% on what they invested. So what happens to the portfolio in a year when the markets do very little? When all peer portfolios are flat, your portfolio is making 15 to 18% return at the portfolio level. And then you exit. You create the liquidity to buy more equity. Now, this lead you have taken in returns over your peers, your benchmarks, is something that will give you unassailable outperformance. And this unassailable outperformance can never be procured in a transaction engine like a platform. You can never get it in any platform. I am pretty sure about that. And it is important that you should seek that. Because that is how an investor wins big. There is no other playbook. If you believe that you should do extraordinary things as an investor, you need to have a playbook which will give you choice, make you buy the right choice at the right timing, help you buy to the scale to which you need to buy, and ensure all the investments are put in place and exited. That execution is the last part, which is so important. What a transaction engine like a platform, a zero brokerage does is only the last part, execution. The efficiency is actually restricted to that. They have no competency in the other three areas. And as an investor, I think the recipe for investment success needs all the four parts. So get yourself this either on your own or through your friends or through an advisory framework. But without these four, mutual fund investing will remain ordinary. It will not take you to the next level. Execution capability has very limited upside. So, I don't think anybody is going to get rich because he has a superior UI. Get that straight, sort this out and start winning big, because when opportunities are all around us, it would be a tragedy if we miss the woods for the trees. Thank you for watching this video.